Welcome back to Sutton Bourbon and Smoke, and today we are talking about Traveler Whiskey. I'm Taylor, this is Kevin, and this is Forrest, and we just recently picked this up, and we're excited to give it a shot.
2 weeks ago? Last week?
It was last week. Last week this time we got our first taste in last week, and we've just been working on what we wanted to kind of present this as, and I think we're just going to give it a regular solid review.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, the Traveler Whiskey is a collab between Grammy Award-winning country artist Chris Stapleton and Buffalo Trace's master distiller, Harlan Wheatley. They went through and did a whole bunch of blends from a lot of different distilleries. They tried 50 different batches, and they settled on number 40. So you'll see Traveler Whiskey, blend number 40, 90 proof blended whiskey.
So not bourbon.
Not bourbon.
Yeah,
It is a blended whiskey. So Sutton blended whiskey and smoke today. And we're just kind of going to give some notes here. We got it for about $40. There's been a ton of hype around this, obviously, because, Chris Stapleton's attached. So it's one of those celebrity liquors. Yeah. And a lot of times we find that they're a little more hype and not as much substance.
Typically.
Yeah. I can't think of any that I love.
There's some I haven't tried, like Metallica's the Blackened.
Yeah.
I hadn't tried that.
Or Heaven's Door.
Yeah.
No,
I've heard good things about Heaven's Door.
Yeah.
That I think Heaven's Door might be legit bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the reviews I've heard from that is like they don't do anything extraordinary, but they're making bourbon.
Yeah.
And that's cool. So we'll see if Chris Stapleton and Harlan Wheatley got anything to say.
Yeah. A lot of controversy around people saying, hey, Chris Stapleton doesn't drink anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't drink like he used to anymore, right?
Yeah.
He still partakes, right?
It's just not quite like a road dog anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he tasted 50 different barrels.
Off the rip, I mean, solid wooden cap.
Yeah.
That's a synthetic cork.
Sure. Yeah. Hey, super cool bottle.
Glass bottle.
Yeah. Hey, it does come in a glass bottle. It's really cool. On the inside, when you look through the bottle, on the kind of inside of the back label, they got a map of the Kentucky area around there. Let's see. There's Lexington, a few other places.
Oh man, I'm drinking Bourbon.
Slam it. That was that George T. Stagg, right?
Oh yeah. Same mash bill.
Yeah, same mash bill. Now, of course, with this, we don't know what the mash bill is. Again, it's a blend from a lot of different things. There's definitely some, you can definitely smell some of the Buffalo Trace in this. Yeah. And even just in the fruitiness that you get on the nose, there's almost some apple in there.
A little bit of Sharpie.
A little bit of Sharpie. Nothing crazy. It's a delicate nose.
I don't know if this grape is carrying over from what I used to have in the glass.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not getting that grape. I'm not getting that grape delicious.
Yeah, nobody else is getting grape because we weren't just drinking the white dog.
Yeah.
Go ahead and cut that glass.
Yeah.
But the nose is good. There's nothing wrong here on the nose. And I mean, it's a good flavor. There's nothing offensive about it.
What's the proof? Huh?
It's 90 proof. Yeah. And it drinks about 90 proof.
Yeah.
I think.
Man, it's got a decent mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's not too thin, I don't think, for 90 proof.
No.
Yeah. Kind of solid. Just kind of.
Yeah. Middle of the road.
Middle of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of sweetness. There's some sweetness in there.
But a good drinking, good sipping.
Yeah.
Bourbon is, and again, good price point. What, $40?
$40. Yep. So at least in our area here in North Carolina, that's 10 more than just straight up Buffalo Trace. So it's a little bit more expensive than Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Not quite as expensive as Eagle Rare. And of course, we're just comparing that because that's it's Buffalo Trace product technically.
Yeah.
Finish is almost non-existent. At least for me.
Yeah.
It just comes and goes.
Yeah, getting a little bacon spice at the very end. Yeah.
But nothing really lingers
around. Stand out. Yeah.
I will say now that I've had this, I don't know if I'd pick up a bottle. I think it's cool to have.
Yeah.
If like you're a Chris Stapleton fan or whatever.
Oh yeah. If you're a big Chris Stapleton fan, go ahead and grab one if you can find them. I know they hit the shelves and then they immediately flew off the shelves. And I just happened to stumble into an ABC store around here and they had one just sitting back behind the counter randomly. And I was like, all right, I'll take a flyer on the Traveler whiskey. Sure. And I'm not upset that I did. It's a good bottle, but
yeah, for sure.
If you're a Buffalo Trace fan, just pick up a bottle of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
If you can find it. It's probably easier to find than the Traveler at this point. So.
No, I would agree. For those of you guys that don't know, this is what I was drinking right before we started drinking the Travelers.
And what were you drinking right before you were drinking that?
I was drinking this White Dog.
The White Dog.
Yeah.
So you just running straight through that mash bill one right on into
for sure
Buffalo Trace and then the Traveler here. So
no, and like I said, I don't regret anything just because it's always interesting to go back to the roots of the Buffalo Trace and try to pick out notes that you get in the Buffalo Trace.
Sure. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
No regrets.
Yeah, Travelers. Little bacon soda. Yes, bacon spice.
Yeah.
Is that just me? I get a little bacon soda.
I got a little bacon soda. I did just eat a big piece of cornbread, so I don't know if that's
I
messing
will
with
say,
me.
like, it's not my palate only because, you know me, like, I like it to be a little desserty, a little on the sweeter side.
Sure,
Right? Like,
yeah.
I like the maple syrup, I like the brown sugar, right, and that kind of stuff. And I do get some caramel in this, don't get me wrong, but it is more on the savory side than it is on the sweet side of bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I think at the end of the day, if you're comparing this to other celebrity liquors or celebrity whiskeys,
Sure.
I mean, they're doing better than some folks out there. Like, it's definitely, it's not like the garbage you might normally expect when a celebrity slaps their name on something.
Yeah.
It's good, $40. Again, if you're a Stapleton fan, take a flyer on it. It's good. But at the end of the day, Stapleton and Wheatley, they did a pretty good job compared to most other things.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go get you one.
Cheers.
Cheers.